Bad boy artist knew this about Diddy. Let's see what this is. Knew what? Oh boy. Here we go. This thing playing? Oh, it wasn't working for me.
Yeah, man, just looking at the Puff, Sean Combs, music executive, entrepreneur, business mind extraordinaire. Enough respect to Sean Combs, Puff,
Channel Live,
whatever name you're going by today. I have a tremendous amount of respect for you, brother. I don't think that people understand really your position and what you and how you serve artists and serve your personal goal. And I personally don't have it twisted, but my history is a little bit more extensive than most folks in the business, so I see things a little differently. I've known Puff for years, known him, loosely known him. We've done some business together. I Wish, Carl Thomas, Mike City, that whole thing came courtesy of Mike City, who wrote and produced it, and then myself and my partner Tuffy, other half of Channel Live. Our relationship with Carl
Channel
Thomas.
Live, there we go. I knew
that song came through us. Carl's career took off after that song came out, so we had the honor and the privilege of doing business with Sean Combs, and in that particular situation, I must admit he was very fair. When we saw what the deal memo read, and we disagreed with it, we made him aware that we disagreed. We went to him, told him what changes we wanted fixed, and he wanted the record so bad that he said, "Hey, you got it. Tell your attorney to call my attorney with the changes, and it's done." And like he said, man of his word, it was done. So that said, respect to Sean Combs, respect to Puffy. From what I hear, now my second, third-hand information, because I'm not in these artists' deals. I don't know what's in their deal. I don't know what's in their contract. You just hear what goes on Hat 97 when they go up there to do their interviews, and you hear what's going on in the street, the different rumors, and this, that, and third. And the gist that I get is that Puffy, Sean Combs, Bad Boy Entertainment was so huge that when you're an aspiring artist who just wants to get on, a lot of times you don't do your due diligence, you don't read your contract, all you think of is the advance. Now, when looking at deals, right, a record deal is a loan. It is a bank loan. That's all it is. When an artist signs for $1.5 million, that 1.5 does not go in the artist's pocket. That 1.5 is dedicated to produce and execute the project. Now, out of that 1.5, the artist may or may not get in advance, right? The money gets turned over to the production company or the artist.
Yeah, I heard they said back in the day, they said some rappers went wild with that advance check, and the next thing you know, what did they say? He said, next thing you know, here comes the tax man, and they're getting their ass kicked. Not literally, but I'm just saying like they ain't got nothing left. Okay, done bought all the jewelry, and the next thing you know, in the new car, and then that's it, and a bunch of suits, and then they're wiped out. That's no joke. That tax business is rough. You pay all that back.
And out of that, you may get an advance. All right, it's a piece of the entire deal. But if you're not on your business, you think that money is your money. It's not your money. It was loaned to you, so you would execute a project that would then be sold, and after you recoup the initial money dedicated to the project, you get a small percentage of the profit after. Now, when we look at what goes into building a project, we have a recording fund, we have the artist advance, we have marketing, we have promotion, we have PR, we have, if you do meet and greets, if you get a car service, if you go to the record label and order lunch, when you stay in a hotel, when you get flights, airplane flights, anything that is being paid for by the record label out of your account gets recouped back to that account. right? So you have to pay for all that. When you take a plane, if it's first class, those first class ticket, you have to pay them back. All right? If the publicist gets on the phone and calls overseas to book a press junket for you, that phone call gets charged back to your account. Phone call gets charged back. When you go to the record label, somebody says, "Oh yeah, nah, go to my office, just use the phone." That's being charged to your account.
Damn, that is rough.
That's business. Now,
I heard, and it's funny he brought that up. I heard people say that somewhere. Oh, go ahead, go use the phone in the office. I heard people say stuff like that. Go on and what do you say? Order a couple of sandwiches. No about it's coming out of your back pocket. No about that, and then not knowing about it or not paying attention. No about that.
The reason why it's set up like that is because Bad Boy Entertainment or any record label is usually an LLC or a limited liability corporation. So every business transaction that falls under that corporation can be written off on their taxes so they can get that money back. Right? So Puffy, Jay-Z, Dre, 50, Rosenstein, Rosenberg, Rosenbaum, you get the drift. They're not here to carry you. They're not here to make you comfortable. They're not here to make you successful. They're here to make projects successful.
How about that now? Wait a minute.
They can be successful.
But I thought the idea was to make stars. Not give them stuff, but make stars. Like you talking about Puff. Back then, yeah, he had an eyeball and an ear for the talent. Like before he even listened good, he knew who was who. Like with the band, he knew they said Ness was like the workhorse. He said he'd be up all night writing. Yeah. First thing in the morning, right? He said in that hot little booth, and they said that never been in there. They said that booth is hot. It's like 100 degrees in there. Ooh, that's rugged.
Individuals. I think a lot of folks that do these deals go into it, then we don't take all that into consideration, and then when reality sets in, we want to blame Puff, we want to blame Jay, we want to blame 50, we want to blame this one and that one, and in all actuality, we should be looking at ourselves in the mirror and blaming ourselves. And the other side of that, well, another part of this is publishing, right? And what brings value to your publishing? Your publishing is your intellectual property. You have the song, right? That's the intellectual property, the actual song. Then you have the record, the CD, the cassette, the wax, the digital download. That's the thing. The thing is being sold, but the intellectual property is something separate. Now, everybody I know raps. I grew up, that's what we do. We rap. That's the culture that we're in. Rapping is a part of our culture. Everybody got bars, but not everybody's making money, right? So if a person like Puffy sees something in you, and he extends his value in terms of his relationship, his cosign, if he extends that to you, he is now adding value to your intellectual property or your song that he should be able to recoup. Why should I make you hot and not be able to recoup the value off of my investment? Which if I take the time, energy, effort, my brand, my name, and I'm going to extend it over to you so that you can go sell 1 million albums, then I should be able to recoup some of that value off of it. And that's why Puff might ask for some of your publishing, because that's a way that he can recoup some of the value that he's extended to you through that intellectual property. So understand when you are doing things or you want to get on, like, yo man, I'm just trying to get on. I'm just trying to get on. Well, there's a price to getting on. And that price might be some of your publishing. That price might be, a very low mechanical rate on your songs because you just worried about getting on. You're not really interested into the final outcome of the business of the project.
I know the music
So
part, but not the
all
business
these things
part.
are just things to consider. There is no right way or one way to do anything. You know, you have to do what works for you. But the greatest piece of advice that I can tell you is try to read everything. And if you don't understand, ask questions. There's nothing wrong with having a dictionary. There's nothing wrong with consulting with your attorney and going through your documents with your attorney with a dictionary. So as your attorney is explaining things to you, if he says a word or she says a word that you don't know, you can educate yourself, because that contract, at that point that you sign your name, that contract is your life. And take it from an artist who knows. Once you sign a deal, it's a lot easier to get into record deals than it is to get out of record deals. Alright, so you want to be very careful and very wary. You know, I'm very critical of a lot of the folks that we mentioned earlier, and that's just some hip-hop rap shit, some creative shit. You know, I'm a conscious MC, so my shit be conscious, and cats that ain't conscious, I like to just get at them. That's just how I do. But aside from all that, on a personal level, Sean Combs has done nothing but treated me with respect. Jay-Z has done nothing but treated me with respect. And I don't look at them as evil people who took advantage of their artists. I look at them as being businessmen who tried to get the most out of the business deal. And I encourage you to look at things the same way. Yeah. My name is Hakim Green, _Undeniable TV.
Channel Live. Well, that's something. Because, like you said, hearing all this crap. But Raheem, Hakim is talking about, you know, how the business is. We should let the younger dudes get in there and quick to sign that paper. And yeah, they could probably rap their ass off, but okay. I don't know about not paying attention. You're supposed to get, for example, $60,000. Let's use that for example. You only get 20. Know about that? Not paying attention. So yeah, that's bad there. It's bad business. You gotta pay attention. He said getting out of the contract is a pain in the ass. Oh boy, that's something. So you gotta, it's like one dude said. Dude was saying you gotta watch what you do. You know about getting that contract, and he said then you can't get out. Then you're he said then you're ready to raise hell. About that, he said it's something serious. It's gonna be like saying don't just be jumping up into stuff.